movie people, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing the June 2019 Horror Pack unboxing. For those of you who do or do not know, Horror Pack is a horror movie subscription service where every month you get 4 new Blu-ray and or DVD horror movies. You have no idea what they are. They are always a surprise. And we usually get pretty darn good picks. So we are going to be unboxing the 4 new movies today. But before we do that, we are going to go through and review some of the movies that I got from the previous horror packs, because the last one I didn't really have time to watch or review those. So now that I've had time to sit down and watch, I can give you guys a full and honest review on everything. So we are going to do that first. If you guys don't care to hear my reviews on past movies, I just spit, then you can just go ahead and skip ahead. But for those of you who do want to know my thoughts, let's jump right into it. So the one that we got last month is one with Hilary Swank and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and that was The Resident. I absolutely loved this movie. I thought it was really good. I don't really consider it a horror movie. This is definitely more on like the thriller side of things. It was definitely more thrilling than it was horror. But nonetheless, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a really good movie. I think I have seen this movie before. I can't remember where or when I've seen it, but it did seem kind of familiar to me, but I did enjoy it. I really liked it. For those of you who have seen this movie, or for those of you who have watched it since I recommended it, a lot of you also said you really did enjoy it as well. So this movie was definitely 2 thumbs up from me. Another really good one that I liked was, of course, The Gallows. I did talk about this last month as well. Really good movie. The only thing I will say is it is kind of like more of a found footage type of movie. So if you are not into that sort of thing, then you probably won't like this, but I really liked it. I thought it was really creepy. A lot of jump scares, really kind of thrilling. So this one was also really good as well. The one that I was really excited to watch that I was just kind of about was this movie. This one is Vivid. This is a Horror Pack limited edition, and I was really curious about this movie. I was really anxious to watch it and see what it was all about. But honestly, this one didn't really impress me all that much. I think you just have to like a certain kind of movie, a certain kind of, writing. I feel like for this movie, you have to have a certain taste for stuff like this, and this one was just kind of okay. The concept was really cool. How this guy basically kind of relived people's deaths and their sins and all this other stuff. Really cool concept, but I wasn't that crazy about it. The other couple of movies that I watched that I also wasn't too crazy about, I don't actually have them here because people are currently borrowing them that wanted to see them. One of them was Way of the Wicked, if you guys remember that movie from a 2 horror pack unboxings ago, I think. That one I was really kind of excited about just because I thought it was going to be kind of like, exorcism-like, and I thought it was going to be very, scary. And honestly, I was really disappointed in that one. It wasn't scary at all. It was kind of boring. It was kind of slow. There really wasn't anything in there that I really was drawn to. There wasn't a whole lot of like, talk about demons or things like that. It was more just kind of like an movie, so I really didn't like that one. The other one was the werewolf movie, and that one wasn't bad. I actually did enjoy that one. It was definitely a higher budget film, so I liked the way it was filmed. I liked the concept of it. It was really cool. But again, it's not really my kind of horror movie, but it was really good. Again, I don't have either of those movies because people are currently borrowing them right now to watch them. Other movie is the Don't Knock Twice. As you guys know, I have seen this movie before, and I told you guys I would watch it again and let you know my true honest thoughts on it. If I were to give it like out of 5 stars, I would maybe give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really do like this movie. I do want to keep it in my collection. It's not one of the best movies ever made. It's okay, but watching it again, I did find myself enjoying it, and I was able to sit through the whole thing again. So this one was okay. It's not anything, absolutely mind-blowing and amazing, but regardless, it's still a pretty good movie. And then the very last one that I wanted to review for you guys, and this one I don't even have words for, and that is of course Rotten Tail Hippity Hoppity Homicide. And the only thing that I can say about this movie is just... I Alright, so those are all of the movies that I wanted to review for you guys from the previous horror packs. Now we can get right into opening up the 4 brand new horror movies. I am so freaking excited. I am really in the mood to watch some new horror movies. So as you can see, we have 4 new Blu-ray horror movies in here, and we are going to start from the very middle this time. So the very first horror movie that we got in our June 2019 horror pack is Life Changer, and this is a horror pack limited edition. Here is what the cover of this one looks like. As you can see, the cover art looks very, very interesting. I'm just gonna open it up out of the packaging really quick. And on the back it says, Drew has an identity problem. Every few days he has to shapeshift or face a painful death. He has to find someone and make a copy. He takes everything, their looks, memories, hopes, and dreams, their entire life. He becomes them, and they die horribly. Lately, the changes are becoming more frequent, facing his imminent death. Drew sets out on one final blood-soaked mission. So that is what this one is about. Really curious about it. It looks interesting. Hopefully it's entertaining. Hopefully it's filmed well. The concept, again, is very, very cool. If he doesn't shapeshift, then he dies. So he basically has to kill other people, I guess, in order to save his life. So pretty interesting concept. Moving on, we have 3 more movies, and since we got the horror pack limited edition one out of the way, these should be more kind of like mainstream movies, I guess you could say. So I'm going to take the one off of the very bottom here, and this one is, ooh, interesting. This one is called Baskin. Here is what the cover photo of this one looks like. I have never heard of this movie before. On the back it says, not since Hellraiser have I witnessed such a frightening personification of evil. And that was from modernhorrors.com. One of the best horror films of the decade. That is by Chris Alexander. Yeah, the back of it looks very interesting, especially this picture right here that looks really, really creepy. So let's go ahead and read what it says on the back. A squad of unsuspecting cops enter the blood-spattered bowels of hell when they stumble upon a black mass and unspeakable horrors in an abandoned building. In this tour de force feature debut from ferociously talented director Can Evernall, inspiration is drawn from Apocalypse Now and Hellraiser. I like that because I'm a huge Hellraiser fan. So interesting. I guess since it says it's kind of like inspired from Hellraiser and Apocalypse Now, that kind of gives me hope that this is going to be a good movie. I feel like a lot of people were talking about this movie, like a lot of people were hoping they were going to get this movie this month, so I guess it is supposed to be really good. Again, I will have to let you guys know next month what I think of this one. I'm really liking this because so far we're getting movies that I have never seen before, which I really like because I have a really bad habit of watching the same horror movies like over and over and over again because I like them so much that it kind of takes something like this, like horror pack, for me to kind of get out of my comfort zone and, you know, watch different kinds of horror movies. So very interested. So we have only 2 movies left. I'm going to take the one off the very top, and this one is Antibirth. Okay, again, never heard of this one before. This one has Natasha Lyonne, Chloe oh, how do I know her? And Meg Tilly. Oh my gosh, that's who I know her from. So the girl, one of the characters from Orange is the New Black is in this movie. Really, really like that. She's fantastic. So on the back it says, hard-drinking, pill-popping, bong-ripping Lou and her best friend Sadie spend their days adrift in a druggy haze. But one wild night out becomes a bad trip that never ends when Lou wakes up with symptoms of an unexplained, highly abnormal pregnancy. Who, or what, is growing inside of her. As her due date approaches with alarming swiftness, the fear, paranoia, and conspiracy theories begin to pile up. Spiked with blasts of hallucinatory color, surreal shocks, and subversive comedy, the audacious feature debut from Danny Perez is a no-holds-barred descent into delirium. This weird, messy, and oddly satisfying film also stars Meg Tilly from Psycho 2 and Mark Webber from Green Room. So this sounds pretty interesting. Again, we have a lot of really good actresses in here, so I'm very curious to see how this movie is going to be. This does look like it is a IFC Midnight film, which those are always very interesting and kind of out of the ordinary, which I like. So very curious to check this one out and see what this one is about. And this is the DVD and Blu-ray combo pack, which I also really like because you kind of get the best of both worlds in this one. Alright guys, and then the very last movie that we have for our June 2019 horror pack is Walled In. Okay, so this is what the cover of this one looks like. And we have Misha Barton, Cameron Bright, Deborah Kara Unger, and Pascal Gregory. It says, some secrets are best left buried. And it's kind of funny that Misha Barton is in this because I just watched a new season of The Hills, New Beginnings. I loved The Hills back in the day, and now they kind of rebooted the show and Misha Barton is in it. So it's kind of funny that we got a movie with Misha Barton in it. So on the back it says, in 1993, 16 bodies were found entombed within the Malstraza building, a mysterious apartment complex built by one of the world's most renowned yet eccentric architects. The killer was never caught. 15 years later, newly graduated structural engineer Sam Walczak, who is Misha Barton, arrives to prepare the site for demolition. But this massive concrete crypt is not entirely empty. Its halls are lined with secrets, its rooms are filled with fear, and behind its walls, the ultimate horror has lie waiting. So I am very, very excited for this one. I think out of all of them, this is the one that I'm most excited for because this just sounds like a horror movie that I would really, really enjoy. So I am very curious to watch this and check this one out. Those are all of the movies that we got in this horror pack unboxing. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, huge thank you to Horror Pack for sending me these horror packs every single month. I still love and enjoy them. Horror movies are my entire reason for living. They're phenomenal. I did hold a giveaway with Horror Pack on my Instagram not too long ago. If you guys are interested in maybe seeing some more giveaways with Horror Pack, and just let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know if you guys have seen any of these movies, if you've liked any of these movies. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go down and give me a huge thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new here, I just want to welcome you to my channel. I do upload every 3 to 4 days on this channel, so make sure you go down and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos from me. As always, I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. I love you guys. Bye!